Dear students, with reference to the emergency power of President of India, in my previous video, I have taught you general emergency or national emergency that was first time declared by President on October 26, 1962. I have taught you in my previous video, and President of India used Article 352, and national emergency was declared. I think all my students are very much familiar. One more example I would like to mention here. When Pakistan attacked on India in 1971, then 3rd December, President of India declared national emergency in the country. With reference to the emergency powers, today I would like to teach you the second one. Dear students, I have taught you three emergencies. First one, general emergency. Second one, state emergency or breakdown of the constitution machineries. And third one, financial emergency. So second one I am going to teach you. If President on receipt of a report from the governor, I think you know each and every state having governors, and if respective governor given report to the President of India, and what report is there? Means government is unable to control, maintain law and order in the state, or government is not doing work accordance with the provision of the constitution, then President of India will declare state emergency. Going to teach line by line. If the President on receipt of the report from the governor or otherwise is satisfied that the governance of the state can't be carried on in accordance with the provision of the constitution, he may declare an emergency in the state. This is called presidential rule, because the president may assume to himself all or any of the functions of the government of the state. Means in that circumstances all power vested in the hand of the president, and that is known as presidential rule. What will be the duration? So you in state emergency, duration will be 2 months. Going to explain you very detail. The duration of the such an emergency is 2 months. If it were to continue beyond 2 months, it should be ratified by the parliament. Dear students, one important point is there I would like to teach you. If a general emergency has been imposed or has been declared, so at a time it will be continue till 6 months. I have taught you in national emergency, but in state emergency or when breakdown of the constitution machinery will be there, so it will be continue only till 2 months. If extension required, so it will be ratified by the parliament, then only it can be extended. The proclamation will cease to be valid for 6 months after the date of its issued, even if the parliament ratified it. It can't, however, be extended for another 6 months. Thus, President's rule can normally continue only for a year. It may be extended beyond 1 year under 2 circumstances. I have taught you in general emergency, it can be extended and but continuously till 3 years, but not more than 3 years. I have taught you. But in state emergency, the time limit has been given. Going to teach you कि maximum tenure will be 1 year only. In state emergency, only two circumstances are there. Under two circumstances, some different provisions are there. Going to explain. Please pay please pay attention. When a proclamation of emergency is in operation in the whole of India or in any part of the state, and if the election commission certified that holding election to the legislative assembly of the state is difficult, however, no such proclamation shall remain in force from more than 3 years. Means ultimately last date is 3 years, more than 3 years not possible, and it can be extended only in that circumstances if election commission will tell that it is difficult to conduct election in respective state, then only maximum time period will be 3 years, not more than 3 years. Please pay attention. And without recommendation of the election commission, maximum tenure will be 1 year, and at once 2 month is time period, it will be extended, okay, till 6 month, and all means same proceeding will be there, but not more than 3 years in any condition. Now, what will be effects? The state administration is directly placed under the president, meaning the union government. First point clear? The governor of the concerned state act in accordance with the instructions that are issued by the union government from time to time. I think first point I have taught you. When presidential rule will be there in the state, so what will be happening? Union parliament will be very powerful, and all decision will be taken by union parliament, and respective governor of the concerned state act in the accordance with the instructions that are issued by the union government from time to time. Clear? Means central government will be empowered in the state. In one line you can understand. Earlier, when emergency will be not there in any state, I have taught you state government is there. State government will make law for the state. Each and every functions will be done by state government. But in presidential rule, all power shifted to the parliament. Second, the president may dissolve the Vidhan Sabha of the state, or dismiss the council of minister, or keep the assembly and the council of minister in suspended animation. So these are points. In both cases, the union parliament can pass law, even all the subjects of the state list for that particular state. Even the annual budget of the state is presented presented and passed by the parliament. Try to understand. During emergency, each and every functions of state government will be done by parliament. I have taught you, including budget also. Now, when the Lok Sabha is not in session, the president may authorize expenditure out of the consolidated fund of the state. I think you know this one. Because without the permission of the Lok Sabha, single coins, single money can't be withdrawn. Suppose if Lok Sabha has been dissolved, then how expenditure of the state will be paid? So, one provision is there. President may authorize expenditure out of the consolidated fund of the state. Clear? And last point, the president may suspend the provision of the constitution related to the any authority of the state except those related to the high courts. And example I would like to mention here, 2-3 examples I would like to mention. The first, this form of the emergency is quite common in India and president's rule has been imposed in the state at one time or others. The first instance of the presidential rule was in 1951, very early when India got freedom, in Punjab. First time in Punjab. In 1977, 9 states were brought under the presidential rule on the pretext that the state assembly no longer reflected the views of the people. In December 1922, the president's rule was imposed on Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh. On October 21, 1997, the Union Cabinet recommended the imposition of the president's rule in Uttar Pradesh following act of violence in the Vidhan Sabha. The president felt that act of the violence did not imply breakdown of the constitutional machinery, so he returned the recommendation for proclamation of the presidential rule for reconsideration. In 2013, these are example. Presidential rule was imposed in Jharkhand and January 28, 2013 to July 12, 2013. This was because BJP ruling coalition partners Jharkhand Mukti Morcha withdrew its support to the government, pushing into the minority means lack of confidence taken place. Chief Minister Arjun Munda resigned and sought dissolution of the state assembly. So in this video only this much, and next video I'll teach you financial emergency. Thank you.